Popped up. Laudner coming over, and the Twins send it to 7. Budweiser play of the game, Ken Herbeck. Ken Daly had come in, game tied, 6th inning. Bases loaded. Let's go to Reggie with Ken Herbeck.
Thank you very much, Al Michael. With me, a couple of stars in the ball game, all three of them, Ken Herbeck. Did you feel that they had to hear from you three guys today offensively? You've been kind of quiet the World Series.
It's been the whole talk. Me and Kirby, Group threw in with a big home run for us. The first one, I guess, tied it up, I guess. Don't know what the heck it did. But
4 hits, 4 runs scored. Nice going.
Well, thanks, Rich. I was just kind of hit the ball up the middle of the day, two had a change up, just kind of stay back and just stay within myself like I've been all year, and I was just glad to do it today.
Johnny Baylor, a lot of experience. Mr. Fletch again, a big home run.
Well, there's a change up down. I was pretty sure it was a good pitch for Tudor, but in that situation, I was looking to drive in the run, and so it happened I hit it out of the ballpark.
Minnesota Twins, you guys come home. You never say die. Let's go back up to Al Michaels.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Reggie. So that's the story from Minneapolis. Al Michaels, Jim Palmer, Tim McCarver saying so long from the Dome, where the Twins even the series at 3 games apiece, beating the Cardinals today 11-5. Coming up next on the West Coast, California at UCLA. Then tomorrow on ABC Sports, the McDonald's Basketball Open features the Soviet Union against the NBA's Milwaukee Bucks. And then tomorrow night, the one-game showdown. Game 7 of the World Series from the Metrodome. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Game 6 of the 1987 World Series has been brought to you by Merrill Lynch, by Budweiser, Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. By AT&T, the right choice. And by Chevrolet, the official car and truck of Major League Baseball. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, recognized around the world as the leader in sports television. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's time to say it again with pleasure. There is no place like Dome for the Minnesota Twins. The Dome did its magic, its voodoo, whatever it is, but it does so well on the St. Louis Cardinals, leaving the series tied 3-3. How are you feeling, everybody? As good as we are? I'm sure you are. Hi, Stan Turner along with Ruth Spencer. We're happy people.
Oh, boy. We are tapping into all of the excitement of today's big win. And just ahead, we're going to talk with the players live and the fans live. So stay tuned for Twins Fever 87.
Channel 5, Minnesota's news channel, and the Minnesota Twins channel for the 1987 World Series.
Welcome to Twins Fever 87, folks, and all we can say is that the Minnesota Twins and the fans are feverish with excitement right at this minute.
How's that for a bounce-back ball, huh?
Yeah.
Turning the tide, everything seemed pretty flat around here up until the 5th and 6th innings. Let's hear more about it now, shall we? Mark Curtis standing by downstairs. Mark?
Thanks very much, Stan. After 3 games of frustration, the Twins were finally able to play Twins baseball. They got their big bats going, and all the guys who had been slumping finally broke out of it. Bottom of the 6th, bases loaded. Ken Herbeck unloads for the grand slam, the second Twins grand slam of this series, And that was it for the game. 10-5, that made it. Twins went on to win it easily. We'll have much more coming up in just a couple of seconds. In fact, we're trying to effort to get Ken Herbeck now. He's on Canadian television. We're trying to effort Mike Smithson over here. But this was the game that Twins fans have been waiting for 3 days. They saw 3 days of frustration in St. Louis. Twins bats went to sleep. They only scored a total of 5 runs, but they come back here and break out in a big way. And this is what the whole thing is about. They come to the Dome. Obviously, the fans made a big difference here this afternoon. They were screaming. They were yelling. All the players said that they could feel the emotion and feel the excitement that when they stepped to the plate. And then they were waiting for the big inning, and the big inning finally happened. No Les Straker wasn't as effective as maybe Tom Kelly would have liked, but the Twins bats did the job this afternoon, and now they will head into Game 7 exactly the way they wanted to, with Frankie Viola on the mound, probably against Danny Cox. We're not really sure right now. We're waiting to get Ken Herbeck, but Mike Smithson joins us now. Mike, come on over for just a second. Your impression.
Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Going into tomorrow's game now, we were just saying this is exactly where Tom Kelly wanted to be.
Well, that's right. We got one of our main pitchers on the mound, Frank Viola. Their pitching situation's a little bit unsettled. We got the crowd going today, and the momentum's going our way, so you really got to like our chances.
The thing that I really liked about this game, Mike, is that all the guys who were slumping before broke out. Kirby Puckett, what a performance.
Well, we talked about that last night again. You can't mess with the big guys. They're liable to break out loose anytime. Kirby got 4 hits today. Don't be surprised if you see Kirby get 4 hits tomorrow. And Kent's grand slam home run had to be probably the highlight of his baseball career.
All right, we'll talk more about that in just a second, but right now, let's go up outside the Twins clubhouse where Rob Lear is standing by with Dan Schatzeder.
Thanks, Mark. Of course, the Twins bats the big story, but lost in the shuffle. The winning pitcher for all this, Dan Schatzeder, and to get the victory in a game as big as this one, it just has to rate right up there for you.
Oh, it definitely does. Of course, Juan did a great job. Probably could have gone either way, but I came in. They were going pretty good, and I got out of the jam with just 1 run and everything, and I felt pretty good out there. It's a great thrill. We just knew we could come back. We knew we could do it if we just stayed close the way we were getting on base off Tudor. Just took 1 big hit, and Baylor gave it to us, and then Herbie came through. You know, they deserve all the credit.
All right, Dan, congratulations on your efforts here today. Let's get back to Mark Curtis.
Thanks very much, Rob Lear. Ken Herbeck, needless to say, when that ball left your bat, give me the emotions that went through your mind.
Well, it was one of those where you hardly feel it off the bat, really. You hit it so hard you hardly feel it, but I knew it was gone when I hit it, and I just was hoping to get up there far enough and give me a chance to enjoy myself around the bases.
We're going to take a look at your home run one more time. There's no doubt, though, you've been going through some tough times. People were talking maybe your stomach muscle was bothering you again more than you wanted to admit, but today you finally broke out.
Yeah, I've been struggling at the plate, but it seems like I've been swinging the bat pretty well. I hit a line drive up the middle, my 3rd time up, and I came back in the dugout, and Roy Smalley said, "Man, you're looking good up there. Stay down on the ball. You're swinging the bat good." And trying to keep my confidence up and go back out there and just keep hacking. And he gave me a fastball to hit. Herbie, we saw Jeff Leonard's 1 flap down look. You had both flaps up on I definitely did, Michael. I had both flaps up. I couldn't put them down because I would have crashed. Because that's how high I was.
What was the emotion like in the clubhouse before this game? You knew, and this is an overused expression, but it truly was do or die today.
Oh, it definitely was. Our backs were to the wall, but the guys were confident. I mean, we play well in this ballpark, and it showed again today how good we can play here. We weren't down on ourselves. We wouldn't have been down on ourselves. We would have got beat. We were down 5-2 and came scrambling back and ended up winning the ball game. We got a game to take care of again tomorrow night, and hopefully we can come out and play a game like we did today.
All right, you weren't the only guy who had a big run today. Don Baylor did also, and he's standing by right now with Rob Lear.
And Don Baylor, what a big hit you come up with. The emotion at that particular time of the ball game. Take us back.
Well, it's one of those things I've been thinking about for the last couple of days because I faced Tudor when he was with the Red Sox, and the last time I faced him was home run. And,
what kind of pitch did you get?
It's a change up down. It's a good pitch for him. But I was looking for more fastball in, and I stayed with it and hit the ball out.
Were you just thinking about driving in the run? I mean, a fly ball perhaps might have done something as well.
Well, the last thing I was thinking about was hitting the ball to 3rd base. So my main thing was trying to drive in the run. That's all I wanted to do, but I knew he couldn't get me out in this situation.
This club resilient. I mean, it just shows that it's got the ability to come back. And was that the characteristic of this team that you felt all along was going to happen and respond the way it did here today?
Oh, when we got the 2 runs early, I just knew it wasn't enough because this team that we were playing, they had a lot of emotion today too. But we put so many runs on the board and just kind of beat them down, wore them down a little bit. But even though we're down 4-2, I knew we'd come back and win.
15 hits. Did you save anything for tomorrow, or do you just take what you can get in a game like this?
If you can't play Game 7 in the World Series, I've been fortunate enough to be in it the last 2 years, and I like to be a winner this time.
How about the way things shape up here for Game 7? Is it just unlike anything in sports?
Well, it's one of those things that everybody is ready to pitch, pinch hit, and it's no tomorrow, except when we're playing Game 7. That's it. So you have all winter to rest up, so you go out with every emotion you can.
Congratulations
Thank
again,
you.
Don Baylor, for your efforts here today. Mark?
Thanks, Rob. Mike, to me, this is Twins baseball. This is what it's all about. Timely hitting that not only puts runs up on the board, but it also puts confusion into the hearts of the opponent.
Well, it really does. I mean, anybody that tries to come in here and play slug out with us doesn't come out here winners too often. Like you said, Tudor, he's a little bit off in the first 4 innings. I was watching his control. He's a little bit off, and I thought it was just a matter of time before we really got to him.
What do you think these guys have learned about Cox heading into this final game tomorrow?
Well, working on 2 days rest is going to be tough on anybody. I don't care how big and strong you are. I think they're going to be aware that he's going to try to pitch them inside, so maybe they can open up a little bit and drive the ball. But I just like the way we approach the game. If we start hitting the ball to the right side of the field, I watched this all year. When you take the ball to the right side, then good things really happen to us later on in the game.
It seemed that there was a point in the game, once the Twins started breaking out of their slump, all the guys, that Whitey might have told his man to go up high and inside on Gary Gaetti.
Well, I'm sure they did. You know, they like to play that National League baseball. They don't like for you to rough them up too much. It's a little bit different game over in that league than it is here, but I'm sure he probably didn't have to tell his pitchers to do it. They probably did it on their own.
All right, Mike, we'll have much more from down here on the floor of the stadium and from the Twins clubhouse in a few minutes, but right now, let's go back upstairs to Stan and Ruth.
Thank you very much, Mark. Once again, what a crowd at the Dome today. I want to tell you, here's the number you want to remember, 55,293. That is the largest crowd ever to watch a baseball game in the state of Minnesota. It happened right here today.
Yes, sir. Let's go right now to Pat Mylan, who was in the stands sharing all the excitement with the fans. Pat?
Well, I'm hanging precariously off the second deck here, and let's see if I can't hold on tonight. This game tonight, I think everyone must have walked away with the memory of it. I'm wondering how you feel. What's your remembrance of this game?
My remembrance is Herbeck hitting the grand slam to redeem himself for getting picked off of second base.
That was a big deal for you.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
A lot of people must be something you'll carry with you for a long time. What was going through your mind of this game? Do you think you'll remember this for the rest of your life?
Well, this is the first game I came to the series. I think it was the best game that you could have seen, and I think Puckett going 4 for 4, and Herbeck's home run. Went to school with Ken Herbeck, and it was great to see him come back.
I'll ask one other. When Herbeck hit the home run, I was sitting in the seats up here, and you could just feel the emotion. Jeannie, you were up here. What was it? What was the feeling like when you saw that ball jump off the bat?
It was just great. We knew they could do it if they came home again. They feel so comfortable in the Dome, and it was a great way for Herbeck to break out of his slump.
How many games have you been to?
All of them.
This is the best one?
Oh yeah, it's great. We're back in it. One more game to win.
We'll see you here tomorrow. The fans are enjoying themselves, obviously. Stan and Ruth, back to you.
Yeah, boy, I agree with that one fan about Herbeck's homer. This game had like his lowest point probably of the season, and then out of the slump, and his highest point, fabulous.
Redeemed,
Let's check in right now outside the Dome with Mike Binkley. Mike?
Right, if you want noise, if you want hankies, you want honking horns, and you want hysteria, these fans out here have touched them all after this game. It's been going on for about 15, 20 minutes now. You can just see them filing out, jumping around, dancing in the streets. They've been singing the song, na, 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 hey, 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 goodbye. People have been riding on each other's shoulders. They've been blowing whistles. They've been carrying their signs out onto the streets, pouring out onto the streets, you know. But when they're stopped by the traffic, they just stand there and watch the traffic go by and actually wave at the traffic, and the traffic just honks right back at them. Again tonight, high fives out on the street with complete strangers. We have been out here each night after each of the 3 wins here at the Metrodome. This appears to be the most boisterous crowd of them all, and we can only imagine what it would be like tomorrow night if they win this one. But again, just madness outside the Metrodome once again. Stan and Ruth?
That's the kind of madness we like. I just hope everything stays under control out there. A small note for you regarding today's game. Rob Lear. Let's go to Rob Lear right away. Rob?
And we are standing by, Stan, with Gary Gaetti. You guys, you keep producing these runs, and I guess the fans are getting their money's worth in this World Series here at home.
I like to think so. I mean, they're helping us out a great deal, and I hope they're having a real good time.
For those that may have given up on this team, when you go on the road to St. Louis, you guys come back, the doubters, do you kind of selfishly say to yourself, we told you so, we knew we were capable of this kind of performance?
Yeah, we do. We never doubted ourselves. That's what's important to us. You know, we knew we could do it even when we were, you know, down 5-2. We just never quit. We come this far, there's no reason to quit now. I mean, we just didn't get the job done on the road.
You heard all the whining from Whitey throughout this series. He says the whining. He claims the club doesn't belong
His
here.
new name, Whiny.
Perhaps it is. Is this club now on the destiny of what they talk about when they about a world championship? You feel this is yours now to lose?
Not really. It's ours to win, I guess. I don't want to even throw that other word in there. I just, you know, we play really well here, and, you know, if we get a decent pitched game, we're going to win because we're going to score some runs here, and I don't think they have anybody over there that can stop us.
Everybody dreams of playing in a 7th game World Series. If you've had that dream, could you share it with us?
I never really thought of the 7th game, you know. I mean, I would have been just as happy with the 4th game, you know. But you know what's really nice for me to think is that, you know, we clinched our division on the road, we clinched the pennant on the road, and now we're going to get to win the World Series at home.
That's your prediction?
Well, I like our chances.
I like your prediction as well. And
right.
The way this club's swinging the bat, I'm sure this momentum thing is just going to keep rolling along.
Yeah, we've when we wake up here, it's going to be tough for somebody to stop us. I just know. That's just the makeup of the team. It's the personality of the team, and we get out on this field, and the fans get going, and makes for a good time.
We
for
got
Minnesota.
your manager standing by, so we're going to have to say thank you for this time, and let's go talk with Tom Kelly. Mark?
Thanks very much. Tom Kelly, you've said one day at a time, one game at a time all season long, and now only one game remains.
Well, we're going to go out and do the best we can, Mark. That's all there is to it. We got 9 more innings to play. Hopefully we'll play good and do the things right on the ball field. Today we made a number of mistakes, and luckily it didn't cost us.
Exactly when you look at the game, what things would you want to improve on?
Well, we had a couple misses where we just did things wrong, and we threw the wrong base twice. You know, and we messed up in the infield one time. Hopefully we can eliminate these things because we hate to lose a game by a mental mistake.
You've kept this club and you've kept yourself, obviously, on an even keel all season long. But tonight when you go to sleep, will you be thinking about the champagne after Game 7?
No, we're just going to worry about going out and winning a ball game. We're going to have our hands full with the Cardinals. Everybody can see they can put the runs up on the board. They don't hit the ball out of the ballpark that frequently, but they know how to score a lot of runs, and they can cause you a lot of trouble. So we're going to have to be on the top of our game to beat them.
Tom Kelly, thank you so much for joining us. Tom Kelly, one more game to go for him and for the Twins. We'll have more from down here in just a second, but right now, back upstairs to Stan and Ruth.
Okay, boy, he is cool, isn't he, no matter what?
Yep, he's right. He's got the right attitude, I think. We have a small footnote. That's more of an ear note, actually, to today's game. A former member of the Detroit Symphony Orchestra sent the Cardinals, prior to today's game, 6 dozen set of earplugs. 6 dozen. Right. Ray Benner says that he wanted to send those kinds of earplugs to his hometown Detroit Tigers, you know, during the American League playoff series, but the Twins eliminated his favorite team. So this guy must kind of nurse a grudge, right?
Yeah, nothing will help him, though,
All
because
right.
the Twins are going to win the World Series. When we come back, we're going to go live to St. Paul with the Twins fans who are watching all the action on TV today.
Well, there it is, the quiet and the dark settling over downtown Minneapolis. Relatively quiet, we should say. Inside the dome, quiet now, too. Quite a contrast to all the noise and the excitement. Oh, and
what about up here in the press box?
Oh, I'll tell you.
I don't think I have hardly any voice left. Joe, do you have any voice left? You're in the clubhouse there.
Oh, sure do. As a matter of fact, a lot of energy down here. There was a grand slam home run, a 2-run homer in this game, but the game-winning hit, a single by Steve Lombardozzi. Lombo, that had to be the biggest hit of your career.
Thanks, it is. It's got to be the biggest hit as a Twin. It's just an incredible feeling. I wish each and one of the fans out there could feel it with me. What a heck of a night by the whole team. Just incredible. We came out to play tonight, and no one was going to deny us today.
Once you grabbed that lead, I think you guys knew you had it won, even before Herbie hit the big one.
We just came out scratching and clawing right from the beginning, even though they jumped out in front on us. I could just tell when I walked in the clubhouse this morning that there was a lot of determination, and I just knew we were going to do it tonight.
Lambo, congratulations on the big hit, and keep up the good stuff.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, another guy who got the stick going today, Kirby Puckett. 4 hits today, Kirby. I know, Kirby, you were struggling a little bit earlier on in the series. You got it going today, and you guys are living into Game 7.
Well, Smithy, it was do or die today. If we didn't win today, it wasn't going to be a tomorrow. So we said that under no circumstances were we going to die. Regardless if we were down, if we had to get down 10-0, we weren't going to quit. We were going to keep coming back, and we fell behind 5-2, and all the enthusiasm was still there. Guys said, come on, let's get one guy on base, and I just happened to be leading in and off, and I got a base hit up the middle, and Gaetti hit a double, and Bailey hit a home run, and all of a sudden it's 5-5. So we did what we wanted to do.
What about the hitting? You have 4 hits today. You just look like so confident, so strong up there today.
Well, not really. Just staying back. That's all I want to do is just stay back on the ball, because I've been jumping at the ball a little bit, and the balls that they've been getting me out on have been fast balls in, so I just said that I just wanted to just be patient and just try to get a good pitch to hit.
Game 7, that's what little kids dream about, and I know that's what Kirby Puckett's been dreaming about, too.
Well, it's not going to be no secret. Tomorrow's a big day. The only sad thing about tomorrow is there's going to be a losing. Both teams have played tremendous, but it's going to be to make the best team win tomorrow. That's all I can say.
Kirby, best of luck and congratulations.
Okay, thanks, Missy.
Okay, good luck in Game 7. Let's go back to Stan.
All right, Joe, thank you very much, and thank you, Kirby, very much. Mark Sapelsa spent this afternoon in a place packed with Twins fans. Let's go to Mark now, over in St. Paul at Mike's Place. Mark?
Stan and Ruth, a message for you. Okay, 4 in the dome, better than 3 in the bush. The message for those Cardinal fans, this is kind of a party on top of a party, a dual celebration. When we happen upon Michael's Bar in St. Paul, we inadvertently happen upon a benefit bash for one of the biggest St. Paul Twins fans there is. His name is Ren Lang. Ren was a very healthy 37-year-old railroad worker, but back in August, a mysterious nerve disorder overcame him, temporarily paralyzing his legs. But these folks are upbeat because doctors say there's a 90% chance that he's going to recover. Ren, except for the fact that we know that you're going to recover, these Twins fans and these Twins have made it just a great day for celebrating, isn't it?
Oh, just an unbelievable day. It just
makes you realize how much people really care. Your wife says the Twins helped kind of keep things going during the tough times. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. It was always something to look forward for me. It's in the hospital and watching the games and stuff.
She said she wasn't supposed to visit when the Twins were on.
She didn't normally, no. It's just time to go home so I can lay back and watch a game uninterrupted.
Okay. All right, we've got to wrap out and go back up to Stan and Ruth, but thanks, guys. You guys are doing great. Stan and Ruth, back to you.
All right, thank you, Mark, very much. Perhaps one of the tiniest of Twins fans was all wrapped up in this game today. Wendy Ann Van Cooter was decked out in a Homer Hankey nightgown. She is a special little girl. Her eyes were fused at birth, but now, 2 to 3 weeks later, this beautiful child was wide-eyed and rooting for the Twins today. Wendy's had a rough start in life and has had to struggle. She is a joy to her family, just like the Twins are a joy to Wendy and all of us Twins fans.
Beautiful. Well, it has been a long haul, hasn't it? It's not over, but it's been a long one, not only for the players and the fans, but also for those acclaimed, renowned Homer Hankies. That's right, a lot of wear and tear. Many were suffering from rumples and folds, even wrinkles. So during a pregame rally, hundreds of people brought their hankies in for a little touch-up starching. It seems there was a common superstition that well-pressed hankies would bring luck.
What's the special thing about getting a Homer Hanky pressed? Well, it got a little wrinkle that wouldn't wave quite right, so now it'll wave the way it's supposed to wave, like it said in the World Series book.
And like any other good pregame rally, there was music and drink and plenty of fun, Ruth.
Pat Milan, did those Homer Hankies look starched and ironed to you?
You know, they say, turn out the lights, the party's over. I think you have to change the lyrics of that one tonight. Turn out the lights, the party's beginning. Mary and Don are 2 people. Almost everyone's gone. The lights are about to go out here. Why are you still here?
Don't want to go home. It's too exciting.
Just want to cherish the moment?
Oh, forever. Yeah, it's been great.
Don, you said you wanted to stay here and order a pizza. Is that what you were telling me?
Oh, yeah. This is what baseball is all about. I don't know why everyone went home.
Okay. We're going to send it down to Rob Lear. Robbie?
Thanks, Pat. We are with Tom Bernansky, who was a part of this hit parade here this afternoon. A bit surprised at the production, or is this what you expected here tonight?
I wasn't expecting 11 runs, but I was expecting the way we come out swinging the bats here at home. And I thought that, Tudor's going to come out and he was going to try to pitch his game. And we were definitely in our ballpark, in our home. And we we're going to come out and do our thing, and we did.
You guys have not even gotten into what the magic of this place is all about because, you know, why try to fix something that doesn't need fixing because you guys are just magical in here.
There's no one reason you can sit back and say why we play so well here. I think that we just feel so comfortable here, and we're so positive that whether we're down or not, we can come back. And because it's, you know, a good hitter's ballpark, and like this, we were down in a couple swings, boom, right back into the ball game, and then we end up just pulling away.
Emotionally, when you guys were behind early stages of the ball game, what was the chatter in the on the bench there?
Well, we wanted to just get quality at bats. We wanted to go out there and just be as positive as possible and just make our strike zone so small. And if it was a walk, we could get on base hit. Any way we wanted to get base runners because we'd been doing that the first 4 innings, and we didn't come up with much. And then Donnie Baylor came through with a big hit, and that was the emotional lift we had. And then after that, we just took it to him.
In the backyard, long time ago, did you ever dream of playing in the 7th game of a World Series? And if so, what perhaps might that dream have been?
The only time I dreamed about that was I was playing wiffle ball with my brother, and I always won. So hopefully it'll be a good omen.
And again, the fans here, they just continue to respond.
Phenomenal. I mean, that was, you know, we come back from the situation in St. Louis. Sure, we're a little emotionally down, and we come back, enjoy the day off, get ready to come back in here, and the fans just picked us up right from the start. They've been the best the whole year, and we're looking forward to having you out tomorrow.
All right, Tom Bernansky, congratulations again.
Thanks, Rob.
Let's go find Stan and Ruth.
Yeah, a little
Right here.
bingo from Bruno there.
A lot of bingo,
Not
yep.
not wiffle ball today. Just ahead on Twins Fever 87, we're going to take a break from the Dome and look at the day's news.
And, of course, we'll have a lot more on this beautiful ball game when we come back. Please stay with us.
Fans are on their way home after a tooth-and-nail fight from both teams to win Game 6 of the World Series, and this has been a very nice to be inside the Dome today for today's big win.
It's going to be very nice to watch tomorrow, too.
Yes, it will.
Okay, Joe Schmidt standing by now with the man on whose arm a lot will depend tomorrow. Mr. Viola, right, Joe? Down to you.
That's for sure. He is the man, the starter in Game 7, Frank Viola. A lot of weight on your shoulders tomorrow night, rather.
Well, not really. No, it's a situation where the guys did what they had to do today, and we've been able to do that for the most part all year. Have to go out there tomorrow and do the same thing, but you know, as far as myself, as far as I'm concerned, it's just a way to end the season, hopefully on a better note than after Game 4, and now the guys have given me an opportunity. I'm going to just do what I've done all year, and those guys do what they did all year, and we've got a good chance.
You have to feel confident being at home. The place you've pitched so well, you got the fans behind you.
It helps a lot, but I'm not going to take it for granted. You know, I'm not going to go out here on the ledge and say I'm going to win. I'm going to go out and do the best job I can. If it's good enough, you know, then I'll be very satisfied. I know 24 other guys on the team will be too.
A lot has been made on the 3 days rest. How are you right now? You feel 100%?
That's very overrated. I feel great. I just have to go out there, and the reason they played that up in Game 4, but that had nothing to do with it. I just couldn't get ahead strike one, and that's not my ball game when I'm behind 2 balls, no strikes. Any team in baseball is going to hurt you, and that was the case.
Frank Viola, best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Frank Viola, the starter tomorrow in Game 7.
Keep it here.
And hold it just 1 second. We're going to keep it here. We got Jeff Reardon here. Come on, Rob.
Thank you, Joe. Jeff, the way you closed the door here today, when you got that kind of lead, it's got to put you in a pretty good situation.
Yeah, it is a good situation to have a big lead, but it's, you know, it's really exciting to get in there, and you know, I don't care how many runs we're ahead by. It's just nice to participate in that.
As you were sitting in the pen early, did you figure that this thing was going to end up the way that it did?
Yeah, I felt today, before the game today, I felt like we were going to go out and score 10, 11 runs, and I really think tomorrow we're going to go out and do the same thing. So Frank can have a good game, and then Bullfen take over. I think, you know, we could be world champions.
There haven't been those close contests in terms of score when you guys have won in this World Series. Has it taken the pressure off Jeff Reardon?
Not really. I mean, all year I pitched in the tight situations, but this team scores a lot of runs, and, you know, when we can go out and do that. But in the World Series, you're so nervous anyways, you don't even realize how many runs you're ahead by.
You figure you're going to get any sleep at all tonight thinking about tomorrow?
It's going to be tough, you know. Tomorrow's going to be a big game, but I'm just glad it's a night game.
All right, Jeff Reardon, thanks for coming out and talking with us. Let's find Stan and Ruth.
Here we are. We've been found, Rob. Thank you very much. Well, hard to believe it, but there are things happening apart from this game and thoughts of tomorrow's game. Let's go back and check out the day in news with Angela Storr back at the station.
Thank you, Stan and Ruth.
Welcome back to the Metrodome, the scene of a big win for the Twins this afternoon. In case you're just joining us, they won 11-5 to tie this series up and send it on to Game 7. We'll come back and talk with Mike Smithson in just a second, but right now, upstairs to Rob Lear and Greg Gagnon.
And another Twin who comes out of the clubhouse with a big smile on their face. And Greg, especially so perhaps for you because of the error in Game 5 that everybody made a big deal out of, including yourself, and a chance to redeem yourself, and the club really did here today.
Yeah, I think it was a big win today, and we're looking to come back tomorrow and win this thing tomorrow.
You know, and it has to be satisfying, too, knowing that the Cardinals had checked out of their team hotel. They had champagne on ice. You guys have ruined their party here for that they had planned here tonight.
Well, I guess the old saying, you know, it ain't over till it's over, so they're going to have to wait, or, you know, it's definitely another day tomorrow, and we're looking forward to come out here and beating them.
You guys got so many hits. I see you're taking a bat home. Is that just kind of your own souvenir of this World Series?
Yeah, it's a souvenir, but I'm gonna work on my hitting a little tonight.
I don't think it needs any work, but congratulations again, and we'll see you tomorrow there in Game 7.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, Mark Curtis.
Thanks very much, Rob Lear. Going into Game 7 now, there is a certain mystique, Mike Smithson, about a Game 7. It's something that, as Rob addressed earlier, every kid dreams about. But who would have ever believed that the Twins, the Minnesota Twins, would find themselves in Game 7 of the World Series?
Well, it is. It's something that you dream about your whole life. And as I was sitting in the clubhouse watching Herbie circle the bases, how fitting that he hit a grand slam. I know that the big guy would love for his father to have been here to watch that grand slam, but I know his father was probably a very happy man right now.
Okay, we'll take a look at that home run and much more in just a second. But right now, let's go back to the studio with Mark Stevens. Mark?
And we now know when the Vikings-Denver game is going to be, and I think we'd all prefer it to be this way. They'll be playing Monday night in the Metrodome. It'll be at 8 o'clock. And you'll see it right here on Channel 5. And for something else you'll see on Channel 5, more now with Mark Curtis. And, well, let's go to Joe Schmidt instead before we talk about the rest of things. Joe?
That's right, Mark. And one man who's happy to see that Viking game being played on Monday is the owner of the Minnesota Twins, Mr. Carl Pohlad. And, Mr. Pohlad, you have to be thrilled that this ball club came back the way it did and is now going into a 7th and final game.
Well, we are thrilled. You can imagine what it does to you mentally unless you have character. And I've said all along that our team has great character. They displayed it tonight. They showed it tonight. They played that way. And they really, really were on the ball. And I think we're going to win tomorrow, too.
Maybe we shouldn't even play the game. We should just check with Mrs. Pohlad as far as the score goes. She has correctly predicted the last 6 home games. Is that correct?
Game within 1 run. She was within 1 run of this game. And as you know, she did predict the final game.
Well, hopefully she'll predict the Twins' victory tomorrow.
Well, I think so, and I think all of our guys, as everyone knows out there, played real great, and it's a team, it's not one man, as I said before, that breeds this success.
Mr. Pohlad, try to get some sleep this evening. Thank you very much. Carl Pohlad, the owner of the Minnesota Twins, and now with us right now is Juan Berenguer, a man who came in and did such a great job of relief for the Twins today. And Juan, you have to feel good after a couple of rough outings earlier in this series.
Yeah, you know, it's been rough for myself, and because I tried to do my job, I did it the whole year. I do it in the playoff, and I not do my job in the World Series in the last two others, you know. And tonight being chained, and I try to chain all my stuff. I throw a lot of breaking board, a lot of split fingers to try to help this team because he's in the water line, you know. For now, he's still alive and thinking tomorrow go drink a lot of champagne.
Will you be ready to pitch tomorrow?
Yeah, and I talked to Kelly, and I says, you don't want me go in the 9? I'll be ready tomorrow, and let's go, because I have a 3 months and a half to rest, and I think I'll go be ready.
All right, thanks a lot. Juan Berenguer. Let's go to Stan and Ruth.
Thank you, Joe, very much. Thank you, Juan. Nice job today. Well, Minnesotans have been most generous during the course of this World Series because for every run scored by the Twins, that means more money, lots of money, actually, for Minnesota charities. KSTP Television, KS95 FM, and KSTP FM, that is AM 1500, and many of you are pledging a total of more than $3,000 per run. Now, here's the latest tally. After this afternoon's game, the total now stands at $155,000. The best part is you can still take part and pledge money for charity by calling 646-0705, 646-0705.
Thank you so much for being with us today. Remember, tomorrow the pregame show starts at 6 o'clock, and then the game is at 7 o'clock. We'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock for the Eyewitness News Update.
Win Twins.